All right. Hello. We're live.
Hi.
We're here with Sessions with the Sarge, and I'm lucky to be joined today by Jacque Lammert. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm surviving. I kind of usually start off most of these sessions with catching up and finding out how like the food, how the eating situation's going and all that, and how like what you do for your protocol for quarantine, for grocery shopping, and just kind of like what the process is like for you.
Yeah. The food scene's popping off for us. We're super into cooking. So, actually, we really love going to the grocery store. So this kind of sucks because we can't really do it together.
Mm-hmm.
So usually just either I or my boyfriend will go to the store. Everybody's still wearing masks and everything in Michigan. I'm trying to keep up, but also not be keeping up too much with what's going on because it kind of just can consume me. So yeah, we just usually run out to the store maybe like once a week now, which is weird because we're like a every other day kind of grocery store people.
Yep.
But yeah, we're cooking a bunch. We always cook a bunch, but cooking like even more than usual. Like we have like a whole little kind of like fermentation zone where we're like experimenting.
Is that mostly with like kombuchas?
Yes. We usually always have kombucha going. That's been like a thing for a while. We just started making, we're vegan and we've just been started making like our own cheeses. So we bought these cool books and we're like making cheeses or making like all of our own seitan now instead of buying it from the store. We made tapache the other day, which was a first for us. That's like a fermented you cut off like the rinds from pineapple and you put like star anise and like cinnamon and a few other things like lime in a jar and you let it ferment for like, I don't know, maybe it's like 5 days or so. And then we mixed it with like some fresh lime juice and a little bit of tequila. It was really good.
No way. That sounds cool.
Yeah. It's been awesome. Just like making a whole bunch of new things.
Nice. And so do you do kind of like a once a week or once every other week? How do you usually do your shopping?
Yeah, like once a week, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
We try to go as long as we can between grocery runs. So it's usually like a week and a half.
Okay. So what is a typical day of snowboarding like in your area? Like what do you like to do? Do you usually go out in the streets or do you ride at the resort? Or what's your protocol usually?
That's a pretty like 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we spend like half our time filming the street and then the other half at the hill. So we live like right at the ski hill. Like I walk out, it's like a 2-minute walk on the chairlift. So
oh, that is so cool.
Wake up in the morning and it's the best. It's the coolest thing because, like, I'm cold. Like, I'm not going to go sit in the lodge. Like, I'm going to go and take my boots off, sit by the fire, put the boots in the dryer. You know what I mean? Eat some lunch.
I'd almost feel like if I had that situation, I'd almost feel like even if I was going to go film in the streets or if I was going to go out and, like, meet up with a crew to do something, I'd want to still just spin a few morning laps and, like, try just a couple of the things I'm thinking about doing and then, like, go out and take it more to that. Like, you know, that'd be my take on it.
Yeah, that is 100% what we do. Dusty
awesome.
is usually like, no, let's just go, like, get after it. And I'm like, no, like, I need my morning laps, you know? That's actually, like, the hardest part about filming, like, when we're not at home. Like, when we're here, yeah, I always go take my morning laps. It's great. And then when I'm, like, on actual trips, shit, I can't do that, you know? Like, I gotta just go out and just get straight to filming. Like, it's a little different, but that's definitely the protocol here.
No, crazy. Well, I always during my sessions with the Sarge, I usually open up to a few questions from followers and stuff. So at Pytard asks, what trick are you hungry to dial in next season?
Oh, I think it would be cool to spin a little more front side. So I think it would be cool to do like a front two onto a rail.
Yeah.
I've never done that trick like onto a proper setup.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just got cab twos, so, and those are super fun. So doing it the other way.
So you're thinking front 2.7? Yeah, no, that sounds money. And then the other one's from another fellow team rider comrade at Emma Crosby wants to know, how long did it take you to do your van build out?
Emma, I miss you, Emma, if you're watching. How long did the van take to build out? We did it so quick, like way quicker than we intended on, because we were trying to get out to Salt Lake for that winter. So I want to say the van build took maybe like, I want to say 3 months of like working well until like 2 a.m, living off of pizza the whole time.
Crazy.
3 months, I think.
Oh man. And so do you still have the van? Do you guys still roll that, or?
Yeah, we still have the van. We don't use it so much in the summers. But yeah, we've got the van. We're trying to maybe build a house soon. And then eventually I think it would be really fun to build out and like sell this van and build out another one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's I know you kind of been launching your workout. Do you want to kind of talk a little bit about the the workouts and the meal prep and that kind of like side? I know that you get a degree in the health field or studied in that a little bit?
Yeah, so my degree is in management of health and fitness. So it's kind of like a newer degree. And it's basically just a degree for like health coaches and personal trainers. So that was super fun. And then just recently, like I built my website, and like within the past year started my LLC, and I'm like just starting the work. I teach group fitness. I've been doing that for a little while, just locally. Cool. And then I'm just starting to kind of figure out how I'm gonna work more one-on-one with clients for personal training, and also for kind of just like lifestyle coaching in general, like just working towards like a healthier way of living, a more sustainable way of living, just kind of bridging that gap for people, because I know I kind of wish I had that when I was transitioning to like kind of eat more sustainable and local and seasonal and all those things. So just to have a resource, or to be that resource for people, that's kind of the goal of that.
Yeah, and have you developed a lot of that from healing yourself too? I know you've had some injuries, and you've probably utilized like eating better and fitness and PT as part of it.
Yeah, that's where all of it came from. Like I've had like 5 knee surgeries and a couple shoulder surgeries, and the first of those were when I was like 13 or 14. So I kind of was really interested in that stuff from like a pretty young age, or more like it came out of necessity, just like wanting to be interested in it, so that because you go to physical therapy, and like a lot of physical therapists are like, cool, you can put this jug of milk back in the fridge, you're functional, and you can go back to daily living. And I'm just like, how do I get back to where I was before all of this, So that was where it all came from, was just kind of trying to fill in that space between physical therapy and then like where those people that do something, like whether it's like play a sport or like, if you're like a snowboard or whatever, like getting back to that level of functioning that you were at and that you expect out of yourself.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the
was just. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say a lot of the time, when you're trying to get back, they don't really understand the level that you're trying to get back to. Like, it's different than just like jogging down the street or being able to even run. Like, you need to build up those like random muscles that we use in snowboarding to like get back.
Exactly. Yeah, it was the whole idea behind all of it. So my movements are like pretty weird, and we just try to be really comfortable in uncomfortable positions, and like gaining a lot of strength in areas where normal personal training or physical therapy doesn't really work.
Yeah. Where were you exactly when the season, like when the quarantine started? Were you back towards home, or were you on the road, or how did that work? Like,
I was at Emma Crosby's house.
you were.
Yeah. So I left my place for. I live in like northern Michigan. I left here and drove up to the UP because there was still snow.
Yep.
And linked up with Taylor, Elliott, and some friends. And we were filming there, and Dara.
Sick.
Blackley, and that was super fun. And then I flew to Minnesota because I was supposed to meet you guys out there for the event at Troll.
Yep.
And get some filming in with Emma. And so it ended up just being like you guys weren't able to make it, and I ended up just like hanging out with Emma and Mia, and we just like went around and enjoyed kind of the closing up of the season there. Like we went to Troll and spent some time boarding at a few other places.
Cool.
There, and then then I came back from there and like had some other plans to maybe go to like a few other places, maybe meet up with Taylor again, and then like once I got back to Michigan, I never left, and I don't think anybody else left where they were at, so still here.
Oh man. Yeah, are you looking forward to any kind of summer missions or anything? I know like you're into scuba diving too, and sometimes you go to Florida and do that. Or is there any like sort of summer activities that you're dying that you hope we're gonna get back to? Or
yeah, so I'm hoping that there'll be some summer boarding because I'd love to get somewhere to get some snowboarding in. And then I usually just use the summertime here. The summers in Michigan are don't know, but they're really nice. So I usually just hang out here for the majority of the summer. And we're right on the water, so I dive a lot here.
Cool.
And then usually we head down to Florida like October, like end of October, right around Halloween. So I'm really hoping that everything's good and we can head down there for that.
Awesome. Sure. Well, that's that pretty much is about all the stuff that I wanted to touch on. And you have any questions for me?
How you been? What are you up to? How's the family?
The fam's doing super good. I've been gardening a lot. I've been all about my little garden out back and kind of learning how to grow more stuff. And we like some of our restrictions are starting to be lifted, and there's still a lot of snow up in the mountains. So one day a week, maybe I sneak up for a little cruise around on the snowboard a little bit. And
That's
but
awesome.
Been cooking lots of good food and hanging out with the fam and working on some projects and just kind of laying low. Like definitely the interaction with like groups of friends and stuff like that is the one thing that I like personally really miss a lot. It's like I don't really connect with anybody. And if I go to the mountain, we practice social distancing and keep space and don't roll up with anybody else and all those kind of like been following a lot of the protocol. It's really important to me because my wife works in healthcare and I see how important it is that we try to keep those numbers down and keep people out of there and try to do the best job that we can. So that's sort of like my take on it. And so I do miss like, palling around with everybody and whatnot, but just good time to focus on being productive in my own little realm and everything. So.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show and thank you for it's so good to catch up, and I can't wait till we sync up and go boarding again.
Hell yeah. Thanks so much for checking in.
Yeah.
Fun talking.